Hi, it's Ash and welcome back to my channel. Let's make a start on your post-run stretch. So you've just been for a run, you need some stretching. Let's make a start by coming onto your hands and knees. And we're going to step our left foot back. We're going to go into our calf and Achilles area. So we're going to push into the heel, rocking gently forwards and backwards. So push into your hands like you're finishing a press-up off. So right at the end of a press-up, and you're going to slowly push the heel back. Feel that stretch in the heel area and the calf area, the lower leg, and then push into the toes to rock back. So we get a toe stretch as well. So you're flexing and stretching your big toe muscle going up into the arch of the foot, which keeps that foot supple and adaptive, and which works well for our toe off position in our running gait. So nice and slowly just massaging through that, making sure we're breathing now. Nice and easy. Okay, and then from there we're going to step that left foot to the outside of the left hand, and then we're going to go into the inner thigh, maybe the groin and maybe the back of the thigh, the hamstring area. Just walk the hands up a little bit further to have a move around with this. Just have a bit of a wiggle, warm everything and loosen everything up in there. Breathe as you do that. Just see what you can feel, see what feels good, see what feels like, oh, that feels like a nice stretch. Always having that mindset, and I say this pretty much every single video, but always have the mindset. It's a good reminder. 7 out of 10 intensity. Don't push yourself. Don't be brutal to your body. Okay, we're going to step that left foot back, and then as we come forwards, we're going to come forwards and step the left foot nice and wide, and the inside of the legs are going to come down. We're going to slowly lower yourself down onto your elbows and your waist here like this. We're going to get into that groin area, that inner thigh. Now push the left hip down into the floor, squeeze the lower back muscles to lift the head and chest away from the floor, and breathe. Again, it sounds such a simple instruction, but breathing, we do breathe in very unusual patterns. Sometimes we hyperventilate, sometimes we hold the breath and tense, and that just creates more stress for the nervous system. So when we can breathe in a nice relaxed rhythm, that signals to the nervous system to relax. If it feels like you could go a little bit further, you could straighten that leg a little bit more, but that might be painful for you, it might be too far. So don't do that. Don't just copy me blindly, but see if your body will allow you to do that. And see if it feels okay. You might start to feel that open up the right hip flexor area as well as you push the hips down into the floor. Okay, take one more breath in. As you exhale, bring that foot back in and then come back onto the hands, and then we're going to step that knee backwards and just have a few little rocks forwards and backwards as a way to reset, also checking in with the sensations on that left side. Okay, and then bring the hands back underneath the shoulders. We're stepping the right foot back. We're going into the Achilles and the calf muscle on the right side now. Push into the heel so you get that good stretch. Push the head and chest away from the mat, and then push into the toes to rock forwards. So we're getting calf and Achilles, but we're also getting big toe and arch of the foot as well. And keep breathing, a nice, gentle, dynamic massage through that range of motion. Again, we're checking the intensity, we're not being brutal. Keep breathing in a way that signals relaxation and recovery to your nervous system. And then next time we rock forward, step the right foot to the outside of the right hand. Maybe walk the hands a little bit further forwards and wiggle the foot forwards so you can get into that inner thigh, the back of the thigh. You might get that in the left thigh area, the left hip flexor area as well, at the front of the hip. Have a move around and find something that feels good. It might just be the general side to side, or it might be doing circles. Maybe lift the head and chest. And you can reflect on your run. So how was your run today? Did it feel as you'd planned or not? Did something feel unusual that maybe you could change? I always say that, but again, it's a good way to reflect on your run. Okay, and then from here, we're going to step that right foot back And then as we do that, we're coming forward, stepping the right inner thigh and the right foot up down like this. So the right inner part of the foot will come down onto the elbows and press the hip into the floor and lift the head and chest and breathe. So my run this morning was a really early run. I got up actually. I'm not really a morning person generally. I'm a forced morning person through having children. But got up early in the dark because it's winter here in the UK, and went out and did a fasted run actually with a friend out on the hills. And it was really nice, fresh morning, very fresh indeed, as you can tell by the base layer. I had gloves and a hat on as well because it is that extra cold. Okay, you can start to straighten that leg a little bit further if it feels okay. And actually you finished with a brisk. Do you know that when you're sort of running together with somebody and you sort of push each other on a little bit without sort of actually competing with each other, but there's just that sort of like you push each other on in a good way. You sort of motivate each other. We did that and we finished really strong. It felt really good and it was a really nice way to finish our run and nice start to the morning. Okay, and then we're going to slowly bring the leg back in, come back onto your hands and knees. Let's get into the calf and the Achilles area a little bit more now. So in like a press-up position, because I don't want to go fully into a down-facing dog, to take the pressure off, potentially pinching the shoulders, we're going to go up into what looks almost like a half downward-facing dog, half press-up. And we're going to go and start to slowly pedal into the heel, so the Achilles area and the calf muscles, maybe even going up into the back of the thighs, so the hamstrings as well. So nice, slow, gentle pedal. Breathe as we do this. If at any point your wrists or your shoulders don't like it, you can come down to your knees and take a pause, but keep breathing nice and slow. Don't do this too fast. So have that mindset again of recovery. Okay, we're going to step the left foot to the outside of the left hand. Bring the back knee down. Walk the hands to the knee at the back. I'm going to get into that hamstring area. Keep that knee bent. I always say it, but we don't want to stretch and floss that sciatic nerve because nerves are not stretchy. Now, fingertips, hands down, or fists, whichever feels more comfortable for your wrists. Drop the left hip down, then just slowly rock forwards and backwards. Should be feeling that right into the belly of the hamstring. So touch where you feel it. Breathe and move with this. Relax the jaw and shoulders. Okay, one more. And then we're going to come forwards. I'm going to step that left foot back. Feel the after effects. Rock the hips towards the heels and then come forward, step the right foot. Let's do the same thing on the opposite side. Walk the hands to the knee at the back. Pull the toes up. Keep a slight bend in that knee to be safe. Check your hand position. Make it comfortable. For your wrists, relax your jaw and your shoulders and gently pulse forwards and back as you drop that right hip down towards the floor slightly. So notice which side feels tighter. Okay, last one, and then walking hands forwards, step that right foot back, rock the hips to the heels. As we come forwards, come all the way onto your front, and then we're going to go into the quads. So last stretch for the quads, so the big thigh muscles. Bring your right hand comfortable, maybe rest the right side of the head down. Left hand takes hold of the left foot, and we're going to slowly massage and pulse that left heel to the hip, and then release it. So really feeling that stretch in the left thigh, left hip flexor area. Make sure it's a 7 out of 10 intensity stretch. Check your breathing. So I'm trying to keep this session around the 10-minute mark, because I know that a lot of people getting a lot of feedback saying, I don't normally do the 12 or 13-minute ones. It feels a little long. I mean, it's only 2 or 3 minutes longer. Just give your mind and body that little bit longer. Okay, switch sides. Okay, and then pulse nice and slowly. I get it though, we're all busy, but if you've got 10 minutes, you've got 10 minutes. So I'm going to try and keep it within 10 minutes. And then we've had a really good stretch. Done a lot in this session, in the short session. So well done for showing up. So nice and slow pulse with that. Just notice which side feels tighter. Is it left or the right quad that feels tighter for you? Okay, and then slowly release. Just pause for a moment. Come onto your elbows, just work into the lower back. Breathe. Just check in, notice how you feel mentally and physically for that quick 10 minutes. All that work that you've done, well done. If you've enjoyed the video, just give it a thumbs up or put thanks for the video in the comments. I greatly appreciate it. And if you're interested in working with me as your coach, have a look and then link in the description below. But well done, and I shall see you in the next video.